jukebox lit up in neon blue, and suddenly I was back with you. Bar stool cold, whiskey neat, boots heavy from 1,000 streets. Then that steel guitar cut through the din, and I swear I felt you walk back in. That first line hit like a freight train cry, and the chorus brought back our July. They played our song again, right when I swore I wouldn't bend. The waltz we danced in your white dress, back before the hurt, the mess. I raised my glass, tried not to break, but some ghosts don't need a name, they just play our song again. I stared into the barroom glass, saw the man who let love pass. You were gone before the bridge even hit, but damn, the melody still fits. Funny how 4 chords and a rhyme can steal a man straight back in time. Yeah, they played our song again, like salt on wounds that never mend. The one you hummed while hanging close, the one we danced to slow and close. The crowd just laughed, sipped their gin, while I drowned in where we'd been. I left before the last note rang, but in my chest it still sang. They played our song again, and I knew I'd never quite defend this empty heart from that old flame that burned so soft and left its name. So I tipped my hat and breathed it in as they played our song again. Yeah, they played our song again, and I still loved you just like then. Jukebox lit up in neon blue, and suddenly I was back with you. Bar stool cold, whiskey neat, boots heavy from 1,000 streets. Then that steel guitar cut through the din, and I swear I felt you walk back in. That first line hit like a freight train cry, and the chorus brought back our July. They played our song again, right when I swore I wouldn't bend. That waltz we danced in your white dress, back before the hurt, the mess. I raised my glass, tried not to break, but some ghosts don't need a name, they just play our song again. I stared into the barroom glass, saw the man who let love pass. You were gone before the bridge even hit, but damn, the melody still fits. Funny how 4 chords and rhyme can steal a man straight back in time. Yeah, they played our song again, like salt on wounds that never mend. The one you hummed while hanging close, the one we danced to slow and close. The but in my chest it still sang. They played our song again, and I knew I'd never quite defend this empty heart from that old flame that burned so soft and left its name. So I tipped my hat and breathed it in as they played our song again. Yeah, they played our song again. I still loved you just like then. The rooftop like whispered goodbyes, and her shadow still dances in the morning light. Coffee's cold and the toast went dry since she walked out without a single fight. Her denim jacket's still hanging low on the same old hook by the kitchen door. She didn't cry, she didn't scream, just left behind every dream. She left her hat on the chair and silence floating through the air. The scent of her still in the sheets like midnight songs with broken beats. She took her boots and all the light, but her hat stayed through the night. I replay each word she never said, while the ceiling stares above my head. Our wedding pictures turned halfway down, like the town knew I'd let her down. I should have held her when she shook. Now all I have's the way she looked. She left her hat on the chair like a ghost she knew I'd find there. Every morning I pretend she's back, but all that's real is what I lack. She walked away with her goodbyes, but that old hat still testifies. Some folks leave in the pouring rain. She left me in the sun with pain. She left her hat on the chair like a piece of her to wear. I touch it once and then I freeze, as if love could come back on a breeze. She's gone for good and I just swear I'll never move that old chair. Yeah, she left her hat on the chair, and my heart's still sitting there. Same old jukebox, same old floor, but the smile she wears ain't mine no more. Walked in slow like ghosts might do, just me and the shadow of me and you. I took the corner booth we used to share. But now she's laughing over there. Her eyes still sparkle in neon light, but they don't look for me tonight. She dances here with someone new, spins in his arms like we used to do. Same sweet dress, that sky blue hue, but now her world don't have my view. I sip my drink and face the truth. She dances here with someone new. Bartender nods like he knows the tale of a man who lost what love can't sell. I light a smoke, stare at my ring, still wear it though it don't mean a thing. I thought I could handle seeing her smile, but damn, it cuts deeper than a country mile. Yeah, she dances here with someone new, in the same spot where I first said I do. He don't know the way she cries at night, or how she hums when the moon is bright, but she's moved on, yeah, that much true. She dances here, not with me, but with someone new. I won't stay long, won't raise a scene, just finish this glass and leave that dream. Let her dance here with someone new. She deserves a heart that pulls her through. I'll walk back out, tip my hat to pain, and never set foot in here again. But Lord, just once, I wish she knew. It still breaks me watching her dance with someone new. Same old jukebox, same old tune, but not the same man in that room. But not the same man in that room.
She came in with her heart half broke, wore silence like a second coat. She said, don't fall for me too deep, but I held her anyway in sleep. Her eyes were rivers running wild, but I still kissed her like a child. I thought I'd be the one she'd keep, but I was just her place to breathe. I was just the healing place, the quiet arms, the softer space. She loved me, but not all the way, just enough to chase her pain away. She stayed a while, then left no trace. Yeah, I was just the healing place. She'd flinch at love and hold my hand like someone burned still scared to stand. And I would smile through every scar, thinking love would take her far. But hearts don't stay where they don't burn, and some lessons we never learn. 'Cause I was just the healing place, not the ending, just the grace. A stop along her broken road, where she could rest before she'd go. She never looked back at my face. I was only the healing place. Now someone else will call her mine, while I sit here with borrowed time. Yeah, I was just the healing place, the quiet rain, not the embrace. She found her wings, I watched her fly, while I learned how to say goodbye. No blame, no hate, just empty space, where once there was a healing place. Yeah, I was just the healing place. Taillights fade into the night, and the hum of wheels becomes his lullaby. He's got Texas dust on worn-out jeans, license plates from 17, a photo cracked in the dashboard, son of someone he once used to run from. Forgot the songs he knew, but the road still plays him back in tune. He sleeps in the back of his truck, with a coat for a pillow and a heart out of luck. Listens to trains in the midnight air, dreams of someone who's no longer there. Gas station coffee, a quiet sky. He lives, he rolls, he don't ask why. There's a Bible in the glove box worn, pages curled like hearts once torn. He talks to God between the lines, and answers come in highway signs. No mailbox waits, no porch light glows, but he keeps driving where no one goes. Yeah, he sleeps in the back of his truck, like a drifter too tired to press his luck. The stars above are all he owns, and every town feels just like home. The wheels don't stop, the silence sings of freedom tied with broken strings. Oh, people think he's lost or alone, but some men are carved from stone. So he sleeps in the back of his truck, not running from pain, just out of love. Each sunrise paints a brand new start, but can't repaint a weathered heart. He don't stay long, don't leave a name, just follows roads that end the same. And when the night grows cold and rough. He sleeps in the back of his truck. That old key still sticks a bit, and the hallway light barely lit. Same room, third floor, down the hall. Peeling paint and faded walls. The mattress dips where we used to lay, whispering dreams till break of day. I swore I'd never come back through, but tonight I had nothing left to lose. The room still remembers us, the way we danced, the way we trust. Your laugh still lingers in the air, like perfume hanging on that chair. I came alone, but it ain't just me, 'cause this room still believes in you. There's a heart and two names carved on the wall. J and L, we thought we'd never fall. I trace the letters like they're still true, but time wore them down, just like you. Funny how four small walls can ache with every little sound love used to make. Yeah, the room still remembers us, that rain-soaked night, that coffee cup, the way you cried when we first fought, the way you stayed till you did not. I sit in silence and bedsheet dust, while this room still remembers us. I left the light on just in case some part of you walks through this place. The room still remembers us, though you're long gone and love gave up. It don't forget like people do, it holds on tight to me and you. I close the door, but not enough, 'cause this room still remembers us. Yeah, the room still remembers us. Yeah, the room still remembers what we gave up. The bed's still warm on just one side, and her perfume's fading with the night. The photo's gone from the hallway wall, but I still hear her footsteps down the hall. Coffee brews for only one cup now, and silence fills the house somehow. She didn't yell, didn't slam the door, just whispered, I can't do this anymore. The ring's still on the sink, right where she left it by the bathroom pink. She didn't take it, didn't throw it away, just laid it down like words she couldn't say. And every time I wash my hands, I think of the day she left, and that little ring. The TV plays, but I don't hear. I'm still talking like she's near. The dog don't sleep at her side no more, keeps looking toward that empty door. I should have seen the hurt in her smile, but I was blind for a long, long while. The ring's still on the sink, a quiet truth in a golden link. It don't shine like it used to do, not since she said I'm done with you. She didn't beg, didn't curse or drink, just left her goodbye in that kitchen sink. Love don't lead with fireworks and sound, sometimes it just stops coming round. Now the ring's still on the sink, and I'm learning how a good man sinks to the bottom of regret and time, to the echo of a vow that slipped the line. She's gone for good with her tears in the drain, but that little ring still holds the pain. Yeah, the ring's still on the sink, and I still ain't learned how not to think.
The gravel crunches under boots worn thin, and the old red gate creaks like it always did. It's been 15 years since I left this place, chasing neon dreams and a faster pace. Now the barn leans like it's missed me too, and the porch still holds my name carved through. I thought the world would feel more wide, but it never felt as right as this countryside. The gate still squeaks at home, like a whisper saying I'm not alone. Mama's flowers bloom, though she's long gone, and Daddy's hat still hangs where it belongs. The paint is faded, the roof's gone gray, but love's still fresh on that driveway clay. There's a letter I found in the drawer last night, her handwriting soft, the ink turned light. She wrote, son, no matter how far you roam, this house will always be your home. Lord, I broke down on that kitchen floor, like the boy I was, not the man before. Yeah, the gate still squeaks at home, and the silence cuts me to the bone. I hear their laughs
scratch the fence with trembling hands and talk to ghosts who understand. The gate still squeaks at home, though the mailbox rusts and weeds have grown. It ain't the house, it's what it keeps. The love that time could never sweep. So I'll stay a while, let the memories roam where the gate still squeaks. Yeah, where the gate still squeaks at home.
The monitor beat like a broken song, and time stood still though the day moved on. I walked in with mud on my boots, still wearing his old flannel suit. He gave me that half-smile grin, the kind that says it's near the end. His voice was weak, but his eyes were strong. And in that room, the world felt gone. He held my hand one last time, like when I was 5, scared of the climb. Didn't say much, didn't need to lie, just a squeeze like, son, it's alright. No grand goodbye, no curtain line. He just held my hand one last time. I told him how the crops had grown, how my still talks like he's coming home. He chuckled low, then closed his eyes and whispered, boy, you turned out right. He raised me more with work than words, but every lesson in silence was heard. Yeah, he held my hand one last time, like a lighthouse fading in the brine. No need for tears, no need for fear. His grip said everything I needed to hear. As the light slipped past the blinds, he held my hand one last time. I still feel it in the cold night air, like he's with me in every prayer. Now I hold my boy with that same old hand, tried and calloused, but full of plans. And when my time comes down the line, I'll hold his hand just like mine. No need for words, no mountain to climb. Just hold his hand one last time. Yeah, he held my hand one last time. The nurse said he don't talk too much,
as I stepped in with a heart out of touch. He sat in a chair by the window light, staring out like he'd lost the fight. Hands like roots, skin turned thin, a man who left when I was 10. I brought a photo from yesterday, but he just smiled and looked away. He didn't know my name, didn't flinch, didn't show no shame, just stared ahead like I was there, a stranger's face with a son's old stare. And I stood there lost in the blame, 'cause he didn't know my name. I said, I forgive you, under my breath, words I'd bury, born of death. His hands trembled, but not from me, just a clock ticking quietly. He once held me strong and bold, now couldn't even fight the cold. Yeah, he didn't know my name, didn't ask where I'd come or came, didn't recall that Christmas fight or how Ma cried all through the night. But I still came just the same, even though he didn't know my name. Some say blood don't lie or fade, but time has a crueler way. Now he sleeps in peace at last, and I leave flowers on a patch of grass. No headstone tale, no last goodbye, just a quiet wind and a cloudless sky. He left long ago, but I came, even though he never knew my name. Yeah, he didn't know my name, but I still came. The room was dim, the air hung still. Machines kept time that love can't feel. I held his hand, rough and worn, same hand that built, that held, that warmed. He looked at me through fading light, with the last of strength, the last of fight. I leaned in close, he squeezed my thumb and whispered low, your race ain't done. He said, no regrets, son, when the day is done. Be the kind of man who don't need to run. Say your truth, stand your ground, lift folks up when life pulls them down. Take your time, but don't waste none. Live with no regrets, son. didn't mention land or gold, just mama's smile and growing old. He said love hard and don't be proud. Tell her she's your peace out loud. His breath was slow, his eyes near gone, but every word still lingers on. Yeah, he said no regrets, son, even if you fall. Just get back up and give your all. Don't chase fame if it calls your name, and don't let silence bury pain. Walk your road, don't come undone, and leave this world with no regrets, son. Then his hand went still, the beeps went long, but in my chest, he's never gone. So I live by no regrets, son, every step I take. Through every love, through every age, I hold my kids like he held me, and pray they grow up wild and free. And when my time beneath the sun is done, I'll whisper, no regrets, son. Yeah, he said it's soft, but it weighs a ton. No regrets, son. He said it's soft, but it weighs a ton. No regrets, son. The screen door slammed just once that day, and summer left when she walked away. We were fireflies and old guitars, cheap red wine beneath the stars. Her laugh could calm the wildest storm, and I swore I'd keep her safe and warm. But promises fade when hearts don't try, and love don't last on borrowed time. She had July in her eyes, sunset, golden, cloudless skies, but I let the rain roll in too fast. Tried to hold her, but she couldn't last. Now the porch is quiet, the flame is gone, and the summer we had just moved on. She left a note I never read, folded tight on the side of the bed. Guess some things are meant to stay unsaid, like all the tears I never shed. They say you learn, but once it's too late, that silence carves a crueler fate. She had July in her eyes, and I was blind to every sign. Thought love was just a song to play, but she needed more than words to stay. Now all I have's an empty sky, and the ghost of her last goodbye. acid and stranger smiles, but no warm breeze, no southern wind can bring her light back home again. I lost her once, I lose her still, and that July burns cold and real. Yeah, she had July in her eyes, and I'm just a man who let summer die. The sun came up through autumn haze, like it always did in Granddad's days. I walked the roads with an aching back, old boots crunching through golden tracks. That barn once echoed with 4 strong names. Now it's just me and the wind and flame. Pa used to hum as the corn came down. Now silence rides this weathered ground. This is the last harvest on Granddad's land. The soil still knows his calloused hands. 3 generations worked this field with sunburned necks and hearts unsealed. I lay the grain where ghosts still stand. In the last harvest on Granddad's land. The silo leans, the fence is bare, but I still see him in that rocking chair. Mama's pie, the Sunday grace, and Daddy's sweat on his weathered face. I swore I'd keep the family name, but life rolls on like wind and rain. Yeah, this is the last harvest on Granddad's land. A farewell carved in rows of sand. The house will sell come winter's bite, but I'll stay here just one more night with memories like grains through my hand. Yeah, and in the last harvest on Granddad's land. Maybe one day my son will ask why I cry behind a farmer's mask. 'Cause this is the last harvest on Granddad's land. The end of roots, the start of plans. I'll kiss the dirt, then let it go, with one last prayer before the snow. Heaven may not be made of sand, but I found God on Granddad's land. Yeah, the last harvest on Granddad's land.
The sun still rises, but not the same. Since the morning I stopped saying her name. coffee brews, but I don't drink. Just let it sit, just let me think. Her robe still hangs by the shower rail, and the clock ticks soft like a mournful tale. The world moved on, the seasons turned, but I still ache with lessons learned. Her pillow's still warm on my side of the bed, like her laugh still echoes inside my head. I reach for her in the dead of night, but the truth comes slow in the morning light. She's gone, but Lord, this heart's still torn, 'cause her pillow's still warm. Swing sways without a breeze, and I still set 2 plates out with ease. Her garden grows, though she ain't there, just wildflowers and empty air. And I sing her song with my cracked old voice, still wear a ring like I had no choice. Yeah, her pillow's still warm, though the bed feels wide, and the echoes ring where dreams once lie. I whisper low like she can hear, stories I'd give for one more year. I trade the stars with my cracked old voice, still wear her ring like I had no choice. Yeah, her pillow's still warm, though the bed feels wide, and the echoes ring where dreams once lie. I whisper low like she can hear, stories I'd give for one more year. I'd trade the stars that calm the storm just for her arms, and that pillow warm. Some loves don't die, they just lie still between each breath and windowsill. Her pillow's still warm, and I won't move it, like a prayer left where she once stood in. The house is quiet, the nights are long, but grief don't fade when the love was strong. She's with the stars beyond the dawn, but her pillow's still warm. The wind still hums that old porch tune, and the fence line leans like it always did. I was born where the soil runs deep, where the cornfield kisses the morning light. Mama's voice in the kitchen humming, and Daddy's boots gone before daylight. I left with dreams too big for the barn, but some roots you just can't outgrow. Take me back where the barn still stands, where the radio plays them old-time bands, where Sunday sun hits the rusted gate. And love don't need no fancy place. I've run so far, I've seen the lights, but my heart stayed in that pasture life. The city lights, they never felt right.
too much noise and not enough stars. I miss the sound of the crickets crying and tailgate talks under southern skies. There's a chair on the porch with my names and a dog that still waits by the lane. Take me back where the barn still stands, where Grandpa carved his name by hand, where stories lived in every crack, and nothing fake could make me look back. I've chased my dreams down neon streets, but the dirt road calls me home to peace. Time moves on like a runaway train, but home's still there in the pouring rain. So take me back where the barn still stands, where silence speaks and love holds hands, where Sunday grace and Mama's pie still taste like heaven beneath the sky. I've roamed the world, but Lord, I see that old red barn's still home to me. Yeah, back where the barn still stands, and my soul can find